White noise. History began 250 years ago, you know. Those that live off, and not with, grip closely in their manicured lawns and rose bushes, a dementia that supports the punching of holes into the circulatory system of the mother. Feed in poison and draw out her hidden breath. They may protest, but also closely watch their superannuation and bank shares grow. Shh, don't tell anyone. We paid for this.
But here we are today to speak out. I want to speak for the Coonabarabran area as a whole to point out the damage CSG mining will do to the mental, emotional and social welfare of our community. CSG mining is dirty. It leaks methane. It involves moving toxic substances into open air pools. It will poison the waters of the Great Artesian Basin, guaranteed. How much? Who knows? When this will happen, who knows? It will pollute our gorgeous night sky, the first dark sky park in Australia, with needless light. Putting CSG mining in the Pilliga shows a lack of regard and respect for an area the residents of Coonabarabran and surrounds hold deeply in their hearts, souls and minds. The Pilliga doesn't belong to us. We as people belong to it. It is Mother Earth's lungs and it has a big part of who we are today. Unlike the bushfires we fear every season, CSG is a year-round danger to the environment of the Pilliga and the water for most of eastern Australia. The Pilliga will be stained, a toxic no-go area. Another piece of special habitat destroyed for the sake of money. The people of Coonabarabran and surrounds have already endured a lot and still not recovered. In the last few years, bushfires and drought, the economic hardships have brought with them mental illness, depression, suicide and despair. We don't like to air our dirty laundry, but we are suffering. Approving CSG mining in the Pilliga will add to our social issues. CSG will give people one more reason to leave or to consider suicide or worse, suicide. Why would anyone look to the future in this area when CSG mining instantly devalues everything around it? Why would you build for the future in this area when it will be worthless? Did you know that real estate prices in Tara have more than halved in the last 12 months alone? What effect do you think it is already having in the minds and emotions of the people of Coonabarabran? The constant nagging fear that we all have worked for will be nothing once the wells start popping up. The tourists will stop coming because no one goes to a toxic dump for fun. Young people will move away in droves. Old people will see a town that was strong in their youth wither and die. We all know what consent means and what lack of consent is. The many polls, gatherings, meetings, and our community overwhelmingly says no to CSG. If this project is approved, our community will experience the feeling of being violated, our wishes ignored, our lives and living places and livelihoods dismissed as worthless. This will be greatly traumatic for the people of Coonabarabran and surrounds. Another blow, possibly fatal, for the entire town. The mental health costs will be huge. The emotional cost will be huge. The cost to our way of life will be huge. We know what CSG is, what it will do to us, and we don't want it here. Thank you.
Thank you, Councillor, for your presentation. We will have our next speaker, but it might take a moment just